everyone, a warm welcome. Myself Bittu Lambi with the Academy of Science and Technology. This is the second video of evaluation of real integrals of type 2 by residue theorem. In the first video, I illustrated how to convert integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx into a contour integral. So you must watch the first video before watching this video.
Let me show how to evaluate this integral by using residue theorem. We have to evaluate integral minus infinity to infinity x square by x square plus 1 over x square plus 4 dx. See, our closed curve is like this, in which r is very large, r tends to infinity. So from this we have integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx is integral over c fz dz. So we have to evaluate this integral, so we have to keep fx as x square by x square plus 1 into x square plus 4. So f is z square by z square plus 1 into z square plus 4. We can evaluate this integral by using residue theorem. For applying residue theorem, first we have to notice the singularities of f which lies within C. Clearly the singularities of f is are, from here we have I minus I, from here it is 2i and minus 2i. See, the singularities of f is are I minus I, 2i and minus 2i. Among these four singularities, I and 2i are the singularities which lie within C. See, here the upper semicircle is a very large semicircle covering the upper half of the z plane. So those singularities which lies in the upper half of the z plane are within C. So in the upper half of the z plane, we can see I and 2i are there. So these are the only singularities of f which lies within C. So by residue theorem, integral over C f z dz is 2 pi I into, here there are two singularities, so r1 plus r2, which is equation number 2. Here r1 is residue of f at I. So limit is set to I, z minus I into f is z plus I into z minus I. Here there is no need of factorization of the term z square plus 4. You write z square plus 4 itself, or you can factorize. This will cancel. You put z equal to I. Sorry, f is z square divided by. You put z equal to I square is minus 1, 2y, I square is minus 1, so minus 1 plus 4 it is 3. So minus 1 by 6i. See, 1 by I is minus I. So 1 by I, so it becomes I by 6. So R1 is I by 6. Similarly, evaluate R2. R2 is a residue of f at 2i. That is, limit z tends to 2i, z minus 2i into z square by z square plus 1 into z plus 2i into z minus 2i. You put z equal to 2i. So 2i the whole square divided by 2i the whole square plus 1 into 4i. So it is minus 4 divided by, it is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 1 minus 3 into 4i. So 1 by 3i. 1 by 3i is minus I by 3. This is R2. So we have R1 is I by 6, R2 is minus I by 3. See, you put these values in equation number 2. This integral over C f is dz is 2 pi I into I by 6 minus I by 3. You take LCM here, it is 6. So it is I minus 2i. That is 2 pi I into minus I by 6. So answer is 2 pi by 6. That is pi by 3. You put in equation number 1. You can see integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx is pi by 3. You replace fx. Our fx is x square by x square plus 1 into x square plus 4 dx, and it is pi by 3. Next we have to evaluate another interesting question integral 0 to infinity x square by x square plus 9 into x square plus 4 dx. See, here we are evaluating integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx. See, in this question only it's from 0 to infinity. So first you convert this in the form integral minus infinity to infinity. So let it will be I, and it is equal to half times integral minus infinity to infinity x square by x square plus 9 into x square plus 4 dx. So you just notice whether it is 0 to infinity or minus infinity to infinity. If it is not minus infinity to infinity, you have to convert into minus infinity to infinity. Then only we have to close the curve, and we have the result integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx is integral over c fz dz. So instead of evaluating this, you have to evaluate this integrals. For that, we need fx and fz. Here fx is, we choose the given function as fx in all questions. So the corresponding fz is z square by z square plus 9 into z square plus 4. Clearly its singularities are from here 3i minus 3i, and again from here you can say 2i minus 2i. See, these are the four singularities of fz. Among these four, only 3i and 2i are within C. See, we have noticed that those singularities which lies in the upper half of the z plane are within C. So by residue theorem, integral over C fz dz is 2 pi I into r1 plus r2. That is equation number 2. Next we have to evaluate both r1 and r2. You take r1 as the residue of f at 3i. That is limit z tends to 3i. Z minus 3i into our fz is z square by z plus 3i into z minus 3i. It's not necessary for factorizing this term because we have to make a simplification here again. Next you put z equal to 3i. That is 3i the whole square by 6i into 3i square plus 4. That is I square is minus 1. So minus 9 by 6i into 3i square is minus 9. Minus 9 plus 4, it is minus 5. So it is 9 by 6i into 5. That is minus I 3i by 10. R1 is minus 3i by 10. Similarly R2. R2 is the residue of f at 2i. It is limit z tends to 2i. Z minus 2i into z square by z plus 2i into z minus 2i into z square plus 9. That is 2i the whole square by 4i into 2i square, it is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 9, it is 5. So it is minus 4 divided by 4i into 5. 1 by 8 is minus I. So it is I by 5. Now we have R1 equal to minus 3 by 10. R2 is equal to I by 5. You put the values of R1 and R2 in equation number 2. So integral over C fz dz is 2 pi I into minus 3i plus 10 plus I by 5. It is 2 pi I. You take 10 LCM. It is minus 3i plus 2i. That is 2 pi I into minus I by 10. I square is minus 1, so 2 pi by 10, that is pi by 5. You put in equation number 1. We have integral minus infinity to infinity, fx dx is pi by 5. You replace fx by x square by x square plus 9 into x square plus 4. Then you can see answer of the given integral is, given integral can be obtained from equation number A. So answer of the given integral is I, which is half into pi by 5. So answer is pi by 10. Let me evaluate one more integral. Integral minus infinity to infinity x square by x square plus a square to x square plus b square dx, where a and b are greater than 0. See, you can see this is the generalization of the previous questions. From our common part, you can notice integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx is integral over c f z dz. Here you have to take fx as the given function, so you can easily write what is fz. It is z square by z square plus a square into z square plus b square. For evaluating this integral with the help of Russell theorem, for that you have to notice the singularities of fz. Clearly the singularities of fz are, from here it is plus ia and minus ia. From here ib and minus ib. These are the four singularities of f. Here a and b are greater than 0. So clearly ia and ib are the singularities within C. Our C is the first and two quadrants, or the upper half of the Z plane. See these two singularities which lies in the upper half of the Z plane. So by Russell theorem, we can notice integral of C f z dz is 2 pi I into r1 plus r2. That will be equation number 2. So we have to evaluate r1 and r2. You consider r1 is residue of f at ia. Since it is a single pole, it is limit z tends to ia into z minus ia into fz. The factorization of fz. We have to cancel this term, so we need to factorize only this term by evaluating r1. So z plus ia into z minus ia into z square plus b square. This will cancel each other. Next you put z equal to ia. So ia the whole square divided by 2ia into, it is ia the whole square plus b square. So it is minus a square by 2ia into b square minus a square. 1 by a is minus I, so I a by 2 into, a will cancel with this a square, 2 into b square minus a square. See, this is r1. Similarly, we have to evaluate r2. R2 is considered as the residue of f at ib. So it is limit z tends to ib. You can see z minus ib into z square by z plus ib into z minus ib into z square plus a square. You put z equal to ib. It is minus b square by 2ib into here you put z as ib the whole square. So it will becomes a square minus b square. So it is ib divided by 2 into a square minus b square. This is our r2. Next you put r1 r2 in equation number 2. You can see integral over c f z dz is 2 pi I into r1 plus r2. ia by 2 into b square minus a square plus, for the smooth calculation, here the denominator is b square minus a square. So you will consider it as b square minus a square. So it is minus ib divided by 2 into b square minus a square. Have r1 equal to ia by 2 into b b square minus a square. Similarly, we have R2. You put this in equation number 2. In equation number 2, you put this in equation number 2. So integral over CF is a d is 2 pi I into here I by 2 is a common term, so you take it outside. 2 pi I into I by 2. A by b square minus a square minus b by b square minus a square. It is minus 5 into, you take b square minus a square as LCM. So the numerator is, so there is no need of taking the LCM. We have the same denominator. It is minus 5 into a minus b by, it is b minus a into b plus a. So this will cancel with a negative sign. So it is 5 by b plus a, that is a plus b. 5 by a plus b. So integral over CF is 5 by a plus b. So you put in equation number 1. You can see this integral is 5 by a plus b. So the answer of the given question is 5 by a plus b. Next question, evaluate this integral by using the same theorem. Given integral is minus infinity to infinity x square by x square plus 9 into x square plus 4 the whole square. I will give the idea for answering this question. You have to answer. See, in this question, you have to consider f is set as z square by z square plus 9 into z square plus 4 the whole square. See, we have this result. Integral minus infinity to infinity fx dx is integral over c f is z dz. You have to notice its singularities. Clearly, its singularities are 3i minus 3i and 2i minus 2i. These two singularities are poles of order 2. Here, the whole square, see, they are poles of order 2. Among these poles, 3i and 2i are within C. See, 3i is a single pole, but 2i is a double pole. So by the Smith theorem, integral over CF is a dz is 2 pi I into R1 plus R2. You evaluate both residues. Here you have to notice one pole is simple, the other one is double. So you have to apply the corresponding equations. You evaluate R1 and R2. You substitute R1 and R2 here, then you will get the value of integral over CF is a dz. Next you put in equation number 1, then we will get the answer of the given question. Okay.